Our next segment today is going to be about what do you do if you or an animal gets sprayed by a skunk. So let me tell this story. And then you're going to jump in and tell your side of the story. We were staying in Acadia National Park in Maine. I had a business meeting in New York City, so I had to fly. And my flight was at 7 a.m., so I had to leave the campground at about 3 a.m. I was getting ready, and I was about to go outside and get the motorcycle ready to take to the airport. I opened the door to let our dog go use the restroom. She bolted, which she doesn't usually do. So I ran outside, 3 a.m., so I'm doing kind of like that quiet yell, like, Luko, Luko, Luko. Anyway, she finally runs back. I'm like, telling her, no, bad dog. I'm grabbing her. And then I had a flashlight, and I shined it to see what she ran after. And maybe about 15 feet away is a skunk with its tail facing me, clearly upset. And then I look down, and Luko is now rolling in the ground, trying to get the smell off. And now it's dawning on me, Luko has been sprayed. I am touching Luko, and I've got skunk spray on my hands now. The problem was the skunk was standing in a way that was preventing me from getting on the motorcycle and leaving. And the skunk wasn't leaving until Luko was gone. The skunk was clearly intimidated by Luko. Using my highly developed thought process that I use at 3 a.m., I decided the best course of action would be to take Luko inside of the RV. This is when Dolly comes into the story. What happened?
So I was sleeping, and it was 3 a.m. in the morning, and then all of a sudden, my nose felt like it was about to explode from the smell that was trapped inside our bounder. And I realized my lovely husband left our dog inside sprayed with skunk.
Because I was already running late to the airport. So I remember just saying, good morning, I'm sorry. Luko got sprayed with a skunk. I've got to go.
Oh, I don't remember that part where you said, good morning, I'm sorry.
In my mind, I said, I'm sorry. If not, this could be a therapeutic session for us. What did you do after I left?
I took Luko outside to help prevent the smell that was trapped inside. I'd open the windows, start searching to see how to get rid of skunk smell.
In some ways, it's good you hadn't been around skunks a lot, because everyone always assumes tomato juice is the solution to skunks, but it's actually not. It doesn't work. In the meantime, I was at the airport. I was on the subway in New York, and I had skunk smell all over my hands. I couldn't get it off. And wherever I went, people were looking around, trying to figure out where the skunk smell was coming from. And I didn't want them to know it was me, so I started looking around just like the rest of them, so I could go undetected.
What I found out that worked best was
hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Baking soda.
And dish soap.
Dish soap.
So those were the stuffs that I put together, and then I stripped everything in the RV, wash everything, and then wipe it with that magical concoction. Luko was the last one I had to shower.
This concoction has actually been scientifically proven to neutralize the smell. In fact, I tried to look up why it works. It doesn't give a lot of information. But
we're not experts. We just know Google said it works. We tried it, and it works.
And it did. When I landed in New York, Dolly had texted me the recipe that I needed. So when I got into Manhattan, I went to a pharmacy, purchased the stuff, took it to our office, and before I shook hands with anybody or did anything, I mixed up the concoction and washed my hands, and sure enough, it worked really well.
Google, you're a genius.
Just when I thought you'd had enough skunks for the day, when I flew back to Maine, rode the motorcycle back into the campground, obstructing the road on the way to our campground was 2 skunks trying to start a family. And there wasn't anything I could do other than just sit there and watch them do their thing and try to do my best David Attenborough impression. I tried to close my eyes. If you're ever in the unfortunate situation of having skunk spray on your being or on someone else, remember hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, dish soap, not tomato juice.
And that is the end of our show today. We hope you enjoyed it.
Please remember to subscribe and like the video, and we will see you next time.